Elon Musk just dropped a truth bomb about California, and it's not pretty. He's calling out the state for policies that are worsening quality of life for its residents. But that's not all. Musk is pointing fingers at a specific group he calls non-professionals. Who are they? And how have they brought the Golden State to its knees? Stay with us to find out the shocking details. Elon Musk's recent criticism of California's leadership has sent shockwaves through the tech and political worlds. The billionaire entrepreneur, who once hailed California as a beacon of innovation, now paints a bleak picture of a state in decline. Musk's success story is deeply intertwined with California, having built Tesla and SpaceX into global powerhouses within its borders. But his growing frustration with the state's policies has reached a boiling point. At the heart of Musk's critique is a scathing assessment of California's government. He points to a group he calls non-professionals, who he believes are running the state into the ground. But who exactly are these individuals? According to Musk, they're career politicians and bureaucrats with little real-world experience in business or innovation. He argues that their lack of practical knowledge leads to misguided policies that stifle growth and creativity. Musk doesn't hold back when it comes to specific examples of harmful policies. He's particularly vocal about California's high tax rates, which he claims are driving businesses and high earners out of the state. The billionaire also takes aim at the state's complex regulatory environment, arguing that excessive red tape makes it nearly impossible for new businesses to thrive. Housing policies are another target of Musk's criticism, as he believes they've contributed to skyrocketing costs of living. The situation in California, according to Musk, is dire. He paints a picture of a state that's lost its way, transforming from a land of opportunity to a bureaucratic nightmare. Musk warns that if current trends continue, California risks losing its position as a global hub for innovation and technology. In a shocking statement that encapsulates his view of California's decline, Musk declared that the state has gone from the land of opportunity to the land of taxes, overregulation, and litigation. This stark assessment reflects Musk's belief that California has fundamentally lost touch with the entrepreneurial spirit that once made it great. But Musk's criticism of California goes beyond just words. His actions speak volumes about his dissatisfaction with the state's direction. Tesla's high-profile move of its headquarters from Palo Alto to Austin, Texas, sent a clear message about the company's future plans. And as we'll see, this is just the beginning of Musk's ongoing battle with California's leadership and policies. While Tesla's move to Texas made headlines, Musk's concerns about California run much deeper. He's sounding the alarm about a pattern he sees unfolding across the state, one that mirrors the decline of a once great city. San Francisco's fall from grace might just be the canary in the coal mine for California's future. San Francisco, once a shining jewel of innovation and culture, has been grappling with a host of the problems in recent years. The city has seen a sharp rise in homelessness, with tent encampments becoming a common sight on its streets. Crime rates have soared, leaving residents and business owners feeling unsafe. And perhaps most tellingly, businesses have been shuttering their doors at an alarming rate, leaving once vibrant neighborhoods feeling like ghost towns. But according to Musk, these issues aren't confined to San Francisco's city limits. He warns that the same policies and mindset that led to San Francisco's decline are now taking root across California. The tech mogul points to skyrocketing housing costs as a prime example. In the Bay Area, astronomical real estate prices have forced many residents into grueling long commutes, unable to afford homes near their workplaces. This housing crisis, Musk argues, is spreading to other parts of the state, threatening to create a domino effect of economic and social problems. The data seems to support Musk's concerns. Cities across California are reporting increases in homelessness and crime rates similar to those seen in San Francisco. Housing costs continue to climb statewide, with the median home price in California now more than double the national average. And the exodus of businesses from the state, once thought to be limited to Silicon Valley, is now affecting industries across California. What's truly alarming is Musk's prediction for California's future if these trends continue unchecked. He paints a grim picture of a state in freefall, following San Francisco's downward spiral. In Musk's view, California risks becoming a cautionary tale, a place where misguided policies and bureaucratic inefficiency strangle innovation, drive out businesses, and erode the quality of life for its residents. Musk's warning is stark. If California doesn't change course, it could find itself facing the same problems as San Francisco, but on a massive, statewide scale. He envisions a future where California's cities are plagued by rampant homelessness, soaring crime rates, and a mass exodus of businesses and residents seeking greener pastures in other states. But Musk's concerns about California's future don't stop at urban issues. The tech entrepreneur sees a broader pattern of decline that threatens to undermine the state's long-standing reputation as a land of opportunity and innovation. And as we'll see, his critique extends far beyond the challenges facing California's cities. From Silicon Valley pioneer to vocal critic, Elon Musk's journey through the American immigration system has been anything but smooth. Now, he's turning his analytical mind to California's policies. Could the state's approach to immigration be accelerating its decline? Musk thinks so, and his reasoning is raising eyebrows across the political spectrum. California has long prided itself on being a sanctuary state, with policies that aim to protect undocumented immigrants from deportation and provide them with certain rights and services. However, Musk argues that this approach is creating an imbalance that's harmful to both the state and those seeking to immigrate legally. At the heart of Musk's criticism is what he sees as a glaring contradiction. He points out that while the legal immigration system is super slow and extremely difficult to navigate, it's surprisingly easy for people to cross the border illegally. This disparity, Musk argues, is fundamentally unfair and creates a host of problems for California. Musk's perspective is shaped by his own experiences as an immigrant. He and his friends have struggled with the long, complex process of legal immigration to the United States. These personal challenges have led Musk to advocate for a system that's more welcoming to talented, hardworking, and honest people who want to contribute to the country's growth and innovation. The impact of immigration on California's economy and society is significant. The state is home to more immigrants than any other in the country, with foreign-born residents making up about 27% of its population. These immigrants play a crucial role in various sectors, from agriculture to technology. However, the current system's inefficiencies may be hindering California's ability to attract and retain the skilled workers it needs to maintain its competitive edge. Musk believes that California's current immigration policies are contributing to the state's broader decline. He argues that by making it difficult for skilled workers to enter legally while turning a blind eye to illegal immigration, California is missing out on the potential contributions of talented individuals who could help drive innovation and economic growth. So, what's Musk's solution to this complex issue? He's proposing what he calls a smarter approach to immigration. This would involve streamlining the legal immigration process, making it faster and easier for qualified individuals to enter the country. At the same time, Musk advocates for securing the southern border to address concerns about illegal immigration. While Musk's views on immigration have sparked debate, they're just one part of his broader critique of California's policies. As we'll see, the tech entrepreneur's concerns extend to a wide range of issues that he believes are stifling innovation and driving businesses away from the Golden State. From regulatory hurdles to tax policies, Musk sees a pattern of government overreach that's threatening California's future as a hub of technological advancement and economic opportunity. Picture this: Silicon Valley without its tech giants. It sounds impossible, but it's becoming a reality. What's causing this seismic shift? And why does Elon Musk believe it's just the beginning of a larger crisis? The tech world was stunned when Tesla, a company synonymous with California innovation, announced its move to Texas. During a shareholder meeting, Elon Musk confirmed that while Tesla would continue expanding its manufacturing in California, the company's headquarters would relocate to Austin. This decision wasn't made lightly, and it speaks volumes about the challenges businesses face in the Golden State. So why did Tesla pack up and leave? Musk pointed to a critical issue: the sky-high housing costs in the Bay Area. These astronomical prices make it incredibly difficult for employees to find affordable homes near their workplace. But it's not just about housing. Musk has been vocal about California's high tax rates and complex regulatory environment, which he believes are stifling innovation and growth. Tesla isn't alone in this exodus. Oracle, another tech giant, also bid farewell to Silicon Valley, setting up shop in Austin. The company cited the move as a way to offer employees more flexibility in where and how they work. This trend of major corporations leaving California is sending shockwaves through the business community and raising serious questions about the state's future as a hub of innovation. The impact of this business exodus on California's economy could be severe. These companies don't just take their headquarters with them. They take jobs, tax revenue, and economic activity. As more businesses consider following Tesla and Oracle's lead, the ripple effects could be felt across the state, from reduced employment opportunities to decreased funding for public services. Musk's prediction for California's future is grim if this trend continues unchecked. He warns that the ongoing departure of businesses could lead to dire economic consequences for the state. In Musk's view, the current political landscape, dominated by one party, is unresponsive to the needs of businesses. This lack of adaptability could accelerate the exodus, creating a downward spiral that's hard to reverse. The tech mogul's stark warning about California's economic future paints a picture of a state at a crossroads. If policies don't change, Musk believes California risks losing its position as the epicenter of innovation and technology. The potential loss of jobs, tax revenue, and global influence could transform the state's economy in ways that are hard to imagine. But it's not just about businesses leaving. The exodus of companies like Tesla and Oracle is a symptom of deeper issues plaguing California. From regulatory hurdles to tax policies, Musk sees a pattern of government overreach that's threatening the state's future. And as we'll explore next, these challenges extend far beyond just the business world. From the Golden Gate to Silicon Valley, California once shone as a beacon of innovation and opportunity. The state's sunny shores and progressive spirit attracted dreamers, thinkers, and doers from around the world. But according to Elon Musk, this golden era has tarnished, leaving behind a landscape of taxes and red tape. Musk paints a stark picture of present-day California. Where pioneers once saw endless possibilities, he now sees a state suffocating under the weight of its own bureaucracy. The land that birthed tech giants and Hollywood dreams has become, in Musk's words, the land of taxes, overregulation, and litigation. What led to this dramatic transformation? Musk points to a series of policy changes that he believes have slowly eroded California's competitive edge. High on his list are the state's tax policies. California now boasts some of the highest tax rates in the nation, with a top marginal income tax rate of 13.3% for high earners. This steep tax burden, Musk argues, is driving away the very innovators and entrepreneurs who once flocked to the state. But it's not just about personal income tax. California's corporate tax rate of 8.84% is significantly higher than many other states, including Texas, which has no corporate income tax at all. This disparity, Musk believes, is a major factor in the ongoing exodus of businesses from the Golden State. Housing policies have also come under fire from Musk. He highlights that California's high housing costs contribute to long commutes and make it difficult for people to afford homes. This housing crisis, he argues, is not just a quality of life issue, but a significant deterrent for businesses considering setting up shop in the state. Perhaps most shocking is the statistic Musk uses to illustrate California's decline. He points out that despite being home to some of the world's most valuable companies, California is facing a massive budget deficit. This financial shortfall, in a state with such immense wealth, is a damning indictment of its fiscal policies in Musk's eyes. Musk's assessment of how far California has fallen is summed up in his belief that the state has taken its past successes for granted. If a team is winning for too long, they tend to get complacent, he states, suggesting that California's leaders have become overly confident and lost touch with the needs of businesses and residents alike. But as dire as this picture seems, taxes are just the tip of the iceberg in Musk's critique of California. The state's regulatory environment, he argues, poses an even greater threat to innovation and growth. From environmental regulations to labor laws, Musk sees a web of rules that's becoming increasingly difficult for businesses to navigate. Imagine a place where groundbreaking ideas are routinely squashed by bureaucracy. According to Musk, that place is modern-day California. He argues the state's regulatory climate has created an environment hostile to innovation. But just how bad is it? And what examples does Musk offer to support his claims? California has long been synonymous with technological breakthroughs. From the birth of personal computing to the rise of social media giants, the Golden State has been at the forefront of innovation for decades. But Elon Musk paints a different picture of present-day California. He sees a state where creativity and progress are being stifled by an ever-growing web of regulations. Musk's critique focuses on what he calls overregulation, a system of rules and restrictions so complex and burdensome that it hinders rather than helps progress. He argues that California's government has created a difficult environment for businesses, particularly those in the tech sector. This regulatory burden, Musk claims, is slowly eroding California's reputation as the go-to place for technological innovation. One of the most glaring examples Musk points to is his own experience with Tesla. The electric car manufacturer faced significant hurdles when trying to reopen its Fremont factory during the COVID-19 pandemic. Local restrictions halted production, demonstrating the impact of California's regulatory landscape on operational efficiency. This incident, Musk argues, is just one of many cases where innovation is being held back by excessive red tape. But it's not just established companies feeling the pinch. Musk believes that California's regulatory environment is particularly harsh on startups and new ventures. The complex web of rules and regulations can be overwhelming for small businesses, potentially discouraging entrepreneurs from even starting their projects in the state. Environmental regulations, while well-intentioned, are another area Musk sees as problematic. He argues that some of these rules are so stringent that they actually hinder the development of green technologies, the very innovations they're meant to encourage. This paradox, Musk claims, is slowing down progress in crucial areas like renewable energy and electric vehicles. So, what does Musk think this means for California's future? His prediction is stark. If the trend of overregulation continues, California risks losing its status as a leader in innovation. He warns that without significant changes to the regulatory environment, the state may fall behind other tech hubs that offer more favorable conditions for innovation and business growth. Musk's vision of California's place in the future tech world is a far cry from its current status. He sees a state that, instead of leading the charge in technological advancement, could become a cautionary tale of how excessive regulation can stifle progress. It's a grim forecast from a man who has been at the forefront of innovation for years. But Musk's concerns about California's regulatory climate extend beyond just the tech sector. The impact of these policies, he argues, reaches into every corner of the state's economy and society. And as we'll see, the consequences of this regulatory stranglehold may be even more far-reaching than we thought. While California has long been hailed as a bastion of innovation and progress, Elon Musk points to a deeper issue he believes is plaguing the state: one-party rule. The Golden State's political landscape has shifted dramatically over the past few decades, with the Democratic Party now holding a firm grip on power at nearly every level of government. This dominance is stark. Democrats control the governor's office, both U.S. Senate seats, and hold supermajorities in both chambers of the state legislature. It's a level of political homogeneity that Musk finds deeply troubling. He argues that this lack of political diversity has led to a system where leaders are no longer responsive to the needs of the broader population. Musk's criticism is pointed. He states, "The state's leaders will never be responsive except to the people that funded them." This stark assessment suggests that the current political climate in California has created a feedback loop, where policies increasingly cater to a narrow set of interests rather than the state as a whole. But how did California arrive at this point? The state's political transformation has been gradual but profound. Once a Republican stronghold that produced presidents like Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan, California has steadily trended blue since the 1990s. This shift has been driven by changing demographics, evolving social attitudes, and the state's increasingly diverse population. The consequences of this political monopoly, according to Musk, are far-reaching. He argues that the lack of meaningful opposition has led to complacency and a failure to address critical issues facing the state. From housing affordability to business regulation, Musk sees a government that's become unresponsive to the challenges faced by its citizens and businesses alike. Voter satisfaction data seems to support Musk's concerns. Recent polls show growing frustration among Californians over the state's handling of issues like housing, taxes, and regulation. This dissatisfaction is manifesting in troubling ways, with an increasing number of residents considering relocation to states with more favorable political climates. What does Musk predict if this trend continues unchecked? His warning is dire. He foresees a future where California's political homogeneity leads to further economic decline, driving away businesses and residents in search of greener pastures. The long-term effects, Musk cautions, could be a state that loses its edge in innovation and its status as an economic powerhouse. But Musk's conflict with California extends beyond mere criticism. His companies, particularly SpaceX, have found themselves at odds with state regulators in ways that highlight the tensions he describes. And as we'll see, these conflicts are escalating in ways that could have far-reaching implications for California's future as a hub of technological innovation. Musk's clashes with California regulators have moved beyond words and into the courtroom. A recent proposal by SpaceX ignited a legal firestorm that could reshape the future of space exploration in the Golden State. What exactly did SpaceX propose that caused such an uproar? At the heart of this controversy is SpaceX's ambitious plan to ramp up operations at Vandenberg's Space Force Base. The company sought approval to increase its rocket launches to an impressive 50 per year. This proposal aimed to cement SpaceX's position as a leader in the commercial space industry and further California's legacy as a hub for aerospace innovation. However, SpaceX's plans hit a major roadblock when the California Coastal Commission rejected the proposal. The commission, tasked with protecting California's coastal environment, cited concerns about the potential impact of increased launches on local ecosystems and wildlife. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. In a surprising twist, the rejection wasn't solely based on environmental factors. Reports suggest that Elon Musk's political views may have played a role in the decision. This accusation has added fuel to an already contentious debate about the intersection of business, politics, and regulation in California. SpaceX, known for its aggressive pursuit of its goals, didn't take this setback lying down. The company fired back with a lawsuit against the California Coastal Commission, escalating the conflict to a new level. SpaceX's legal team argues that the commission overstepped its authority and unfairly targeted the company due to Musk's outspoken political stance. This legal battle raises critical questions about the future of California's space industry. How will this conflict impact other aerospace companies operating in the state? Will it discourage future investment in space-related ventures within California's borders? The implications of this showdown extend far beyond SpaceX and the space industry. It highlights the growing tensions between tech companies and regulatory bodies in California, particularly regarding environmental regulations and political influences. The outcome of this case could set a significant precedent for how businesses interact with state agencies and how regulations are applied to high-tech industries. As this legal drama unfolds, it's clear that the stakes are high not just for SpaceX, but for California's entire tech ecosystem. Will the state maintain its position as a leader in innovation, or will conflicts like this drive cutting-edge companies to seek more favorable regulatory environments elsewhere? But the SpaceX lawsuit isn't the only legal challenge Musk's companies are facing in California. Another battle is brewing, this time involving Musk's social media platform X and a controversial new state law. This escalating series of conflicts raises questions about the future relationship between tech visionaries like Musk and the state that once nurtured their groundbreaking ideas. California's new social media transparency law, Assembly Bill 587, has ignited a firestorm of controversy, pitting Elon Musk's platform X against the state in a high-stakes legal battle. This groundbreaking legislation requires large social media companies to disclose their content moderation practices twice a year, including details on how they handle problematic posts and what actions they take against them. X, formerly known as Twitter, isn't taking this new regulation lying down. The company has filed a lawsuit against California, arguing that AB 587 violates free speech rights under both the US and California constitutions. At the heart of X's complaint is the claim that the law's real purpose is to pressure social media platforms into removing content that California deems unacceptable, effectively amounting to compelled speech. The clash between X and California highlights the growing tension between tech companies and government regulators. On one side, California argues that the law is necessary to promote transparency and protect users from harmful content. Supporters of AB 587 believe it will shed light on how social media giants make decisions about what content to allow or remove, potentially exposing biases or inconsistencies in their policies. On the other hand, X and its allies in the tech industry see the law as government overreach that threatens free expression online. They argue that forcing companies to disclose their content moderation practices could lead to a chilling effect on speech, as platforms might become overly cautious to avoid potential fines or legal trouble. This legal battle raises critical questions about the future of social media regulation. How do we balance the need for transparency and user protection with the principles of free speech? Can state governments effectively regulate global platforms without infringing on constitutional rights? The outcome of this case could have far-reaching consequences for online speech and social media regulation nationwide. If X prevails, it could set a precedent limiting state governments' ability to impose transparency requirements on tech companies. However, if California wins, it could open the floodgates for similar laws across the country, potentially reshaping how social media platforms operate and moderate content. As the legal drama unfolds, other tech giants are watching closely. The case could influence how companies approach content moderation and transparency in the future, potentially leading to significant changes in how we experience social media. While this latest battle between Musk's X and California showcases the ongoing tensions between tech innovators and regulators, it's important to note that Musk isn't solely focused on criticism. Despite his many conflicts with the state, the billionaire entrepreneur has also been thinking about solutions. As we'll explore next, Musk has some surprising ideas about how to fix California's problems and revitalize its innovation ecosystem. Musk's vision for California goes far beyond criticism. What if the state's toughest critic also held the key to its renaissance? Brace yourself for a blueprint that could transform the Golden State from a land of taxes into a beacon of innovation once again. Elon Musk has been vocal about California's shortcomings, painting a picture of a state strangled by overregulation, high taxes, and a hostile business environment. But amid his harsh critique, Musk offers a glimmer of hope. He believes California can reclaim its status as the world's innovation capital if it's willing to make bold changes. At the core of Musk's proposal is a call for sweeping regulatory reform. He argues that California needs to streamline its complex web of rules and regulations, making it easier for businesses to operate and innovate. Musk envisions a system where entrepreneurs can focus on creating groundbreaking products and services instead of navigating bureaucratic red tape. But Musk's vision doesn't stop at cutting red tape. He's advocating for a complete overhaul of California's approach to business. This includes reassessing the state's tax structure to make it more competitive with other tech hubs. Musk believes that by creating a more business-friendly environment, California can not only retain its existing companies but also attract new ones, reversing the recent exodus of tech giants. One of Musk's most intriguing ideas is his call for a grassroots approach to reform. He believes that real change will only come when the people of California become fed up with the current situation and demand change. This suggests that Musk sees the potential for a ground-up revolution in how the state approaches innovation and business. Musk's blueprint for California's revival also includes a re-evaluation of how the state approaches business incentives. He believes that by offering the right mix of tax breaks and other incentives, California can once again become the top choice for entrepreneurs and established companies alike. So, how does Musk envision a revitalized California? He sees a future where the state reclaims its position as the global epicenter of innovation. In this California, startups flourish, established tech giants expand their operations, and new industries emerge. It's a place where cutting-edge ideas are not just born, but can also grow into world-changing companies. Musk's bold prediction for California's future, if his advice is followed, is nothing short of transformative. He believes that by embracing these changes, California can not only reverse its current decline, but surpass its former glory. In Musk's vision, California becomes a model for other states and countries, showing how to foster innovation while maintaining a high quality of life for its residents. But the big question remains: will California's leaders listen to Musk's advice? As we'll see, the impact of Musk's words extends far beyond the borders of the Golden State, influencing how other tech leaders view the future of innovation in America. The tech world is holding its breath, watching California's next move. But what if the real story isn't about one state at all? Musk's vision hints at a complete reimagining of America's innovation map. Elon Musk's influence in the tech industry extends far beyond his own companies. As a vocal critic of California's business environment, his words carry significant weight, shaping how other tech leaders view the future of innovation in America. Musk's status as a tech visionary and industry leader gives his opinions outsized impact. When he speaks, others listen, and often follow suit. His criticism of California's regulatory climate and high taxes has resonated with many in the tech community, sparking a wider conversation about where the future of innovation will unfold. The ripple effects of Musk's words are already visible. Other tech companies are taking notice and reconsidering their own presence in California. Oracle, another tech giant, followed Tesla's lead by moving its headquarters to Austin, Texas. This move, like Tesla's, was driven by a desire for more flexibility and a more favorable business environment. But it's not just the big players making moves. Smaller tech companies and startups are also reevaluating their commitment to California. Many are attracted to emerging tech hubs like Austin and Miami, drawn by lower costs of living, more affordable office space, and supportive local policies for businesses. This trend could have significant long-term impacts on California's tech ecosystem. As more companies leave, the state risks losing its status as the undisputed center of American innovation. The exodus of tech talent and capital could lead to a decline in startups, reduced venture capital investment, and fewer high-paying jobs in the state. Musk's vision for the future of American innovation is bold and potentially transformative. He predicts a major shift in the tech industry's geography, with innovation becoming more distributed across the country. In this future, Silicon Valley would no longer be the sole epicenter of tech advancement. Instead, we'd see a network of thriving tech hubs spread across various states, each with its own specialties and strengths. This decentralization of innovation, according to Musk, could lead to a more resilient and diverse tech ecosystem. It would allow companies to tap into talent pools across the country, potentially leading to new breakthroughs and technologies. Moreover, this spread could help address issues of income inequality and regional economic disparities that have been exacerbated by the concentration of tech wealth in a few coastal areas. As we consider the bigger picture, it's clear that Musk's words and actions are shaping more than just the future of his own companies. They're influencing the entire landscape of American innovation, potentially redrawing the map of where groundbreaking ideas take root and flourish. The question now is, will other states seize this opportunity to become the next hubs of innovation, or will California find a way to adapt and retain its crown? Elon Musk's critique of California paints a stark picture of a state grappling with overregulation, high taxes, and a hostile business environment. Yet his vision for revival offers hope. Musk believes California can reclaim its innovation crown through sweeping regulatory reform, a more competitive tax structure, and a grassroots demand for change. His words have sparked a broader conversation about the future of American innovation, potentially reshaping the tech landscape across the country. As we consider Musk's impact, a crucial question emerges. Will the next breakthrough innovation come from Silicon Valley, or are we witnessing the birth of new tech hubs across America? The answer may shape the future of entire industries and economies. Musk emphasizes that change ultimately rests in the hands of California's residents. He urges people to get involved in local policy discussions and demand accountability from their leaders. As viewers, it's crucial to stay informed about these issues. Your voice and engagement could play a pivotal role in shaping not just California's future, but the landscape of innovation across America.